Today, we're going to be investigating a murder.
Oh, he died. Let me call him in. 911. We need some ambulance on the crime scene ASAP. I think he died. Cooper, we need to barricade the crime scene. Put up the barricades right now. Chop, chop. We gotta preserve the crime scene. Chop, chop. Oh my God, what are you doing, Cooper? Give me the gun.
Cooper, first responding officer. Securing the area. You have to be smarter than the tape. Finishing isolating the crime scene. Any moment now, the crime scene will be isolated.
Wear stuff like this and these so we don't contaminate anything in the crime scene.
True that.
See, now it's important to secure the scene because we have to make sure that we can preserve all the evidence and keep all the witnesses safe. So now we must establish a common approach path. As seen earlier in the clip, this right here will be our common approach path. Now we must separate our witnesses. Let's see who it could be. I don't believe it. It's Miss Roy. Oh my gosh. Come with me, we gotta go question Miss Roy.
Side note, we do this to prevent collusion or prevent them from working together to create a story.
We gotta go. Roy, when did the crime occur?
September 29th, right after school.
Make sure you got that online. Next question. Miss Roy, who called in the crime?
I did.
She called in the crime. Who is the victim?
I didn't get a good look at the victim, but I'm pretty sure it was an adult female.
I think she's lying. Can the perpetrator be identified?
I saw a guy speed walking. He hit me on the way out the door, but I think he had dark curly hair and about a medium build and light skin.
Oh, she's talking about me. The suspect is accusing me, the policeman. This is crazy information. What did you see happen?
I was trying to get homecoming together. Since it was raining, we had to come up with a totally different situation going on. So I was getting my stuff out the SGA closet in the 300s hallway, and this dude runs by me, almost hits me, and then because he was speed running, I went out to go see what was going on, and I smelt like burning, and that's when I saw a little paper burning and the body.
Oh. I think we have a fibber on our hands. Last and final question, Miss Roy. Where were you when you observed the crime?
I was in the 300s hallway by the gate.
I think we have a prime suspect on our hands.
We're going to be searching the scene. Since we're in a smaller grass field, we're going to be moving in a linear direction, using almost sort of like the game Snake, moving horizontally back and forth till I meet my partner.
Now they are marking the evidence.
Our first piece of evidence.
Now they will go over each other's tracks.
Second piece of evidence.
Hey, you. Why do you go over each other's tracks?
So we can't miss any evidence, of course. As a medical examiner, I check whether bodies are dead or alive, and I cater to them. Now let's see.
Now Rocher will take the temperature and take the pulse.
Yeah, this guy's dead. Uh-oh. Something ain't right. He's dead as
So, although I may be the police officer, our crime scene photographer is out today. So I'm gonna fill in for it. So, we have 4 types of pictures we need to take of our evidence. We have our overview shots, our mid-range shots, our close-up shots with our ruler, and our close-up shots without the ruler. I will demonstrate each of these. So first, we have our overview shot. As you can see here, standing far enough away from the evidence to make sure I get all the surroundings. Take the picture. Click, click. Next, we have our mid-range shot. I scoot up closer towards the evidence, get a much higher up angle so we can see the evidence more clearly and all of its surroundings. Click, click. Next, we have our close-up with this handy-dandy ruler. Come down here. Let's make sure we get our measurements correctly. Gotta take it, put it at the top, measure it down. Looks to be about 7 inches. All right, now we're gonna take our close-up shot. As you can see, we get really up close. Make sure we get the ruler, the evidence, and our evidence marker in the shot. Click, click. Next, we will need to take it without our handy-dandy ruler. No ruler for you. See ya. So now, let's take this picture. Close-up shot without the ruler. Click, click. And that concludes our photography for today.
Okay, now quick.
Now we have to sketch the scene. First, north should be labeled, and the scale of distance should be included, which it is. Next, all important objects like weapons or the body should be measured from 2 unmovable objects. These objects could be furniture, a desk, or a bed. Next, any other objects in the vicinity of the crime should be included in the sketch, like doors, windows, furniture, trees, etc. This should also include date, time, location, case number, and names. Finally, we should not be freehanding this. This should be done with a ruler so it's neat and presentable in court, and it should be made on a computer. But for our class, it'll be made on paper, and it'll be shown at the end of the video.
Alright, so to really document this piece of evidence, we need to measure it from 2 immovable objects. So I'll make these measurements real quick and tell it to my sister. Alright, the first one is 1 foot and 4 inches. And the other one is 1 foot and 7 inches. So that is how you take your measurements. 2 immovable objects.
Now the team will begin to pick up the evidence. Notice how they're doing it carefully. So Cooper puts the hammer into the manila bag in case there's blood on it, because blood-stained materials must be put in manila bags, envelopes, or paper bags to prevent mold. If not, it will destroy the evidence or blood. In case there are any liquids on these chains, Avery puts this into a plastic bag because liquid and arson remains are stored in airtight, unbreakable containers. Shannon put the charred or burned note into an unbreakable, airtight container because arson remains are supposed to be in those. Although this is not the best option at the time, since pill containers are very small and can damage it, this was the only option at the time.
Sealed. Sealed. Sealed.
Now we will be collecting evidence. As you can see, this piece of evidence has blood on it, so it will be going in a manila folder so it does not get contaminated with mold. Now we will be sealing it.
The label should have the police case number, date, time, item description, and case type. Now the seal is important so no one can contaminate the evidence in the package. Now the labeling of evidence adds credibility and control to our ability to identifying the item. This allows it to be recalled in a court much easier.